Oh my god, the Mario movie is making so much money. It is toppling Avatar, and the fact that I even said that is kind of crazy in my mind. So let's talk about it.
All right, let's go.
For those of you that probably don't pay attention to the numbers or maybe are living under a rock, Mario, the Super Mario Bros. Movie came out, I want to say over a week ago, and it has made a lot of moolah. I wasn't really going to do a review on the Mario movie. If you would like to see my review on the Mario movie, maybe like and subscribe and I'll do it. But today we're going to be talking about how much money it's making because, oh my gosh, I was expecting it to topple off at 600 million. And right now it is at 600 million, but it looks like it's going to continue to make more money. The fact that it made the amount of money in the time frame that it did is pretty surprising, but not too surprising considering that the fan base of Mario is huge. I mean, people that love Mario are people that have played video games since they were just absolutely kids. And I mean, just talking to other people, talking to other friends, talking to just in general, the wide scope and variety of people, everyone wanted to go see the movie, whether it was bad or good. And considering that the movie had early reviews that didn't incline in the positive side of things, people said, screw that. I'm going to find out for myself and went out and go watch the movie. Those people being me included, I definitely want to see it. I am a huge Mario fan as well. I love everything Nintendo. And so I wanted to see Mario succeed. And the movie definitely, I didn't leave the theater disappointed at all. I had my gripes with it, but I didn't think that it was the worst thing I had ever seen, considering that it's a video game movie and we had seen some video game movies that, let's just say, were not good. So seeing that the Mario movie really treated its fan base well and did a lot of Easter eggs and made it so that we would watch the movie and have a good time, I really did appreciate that. It's definitely a movie where you don't want to go into it expecting too much. I'll say that for sure. But seeing it raise all this money is actually an astronomically great sign if you're a Nintendo fanboy and you want to see your properties get made, because now things are on the up and up. Like, who knows? Luigi's Mansion, that's a possibility. Yoshi's Island, that's a possibility. Wario and Luigi, that's a huge possibility. There's a lot of things that could happen out of this. Obviously, Chris Pratt has been campaigning for a Nintendo Cinematic Universe, NCU, if you will, of his own sorts. And he has been talking about it in every single interview. And obviously, Charlie Day really wants to do that Luigi's Mansion movie, which I actually think that's criminal if they don't do it. That's going to make so much more money. But there's so much possibilities here. Donkey Kong, for goodness sake. The guy that brought Mario and Luigi to us, they could make a movie with him. Obviously, Seth Rogen said he's down and he actually wants to really, really do that. So that's also a possibility, especially considering that it's become right now the highest grossing video game movie, I think, of all time. And it surpassed what Sonic led. So shout out to Sonic for paving the way for the Super Mario movie because it really helped it. And the Super Mario movie really took that stepping stone, and Mario just jumped and landed straight into cash. So with that being said, I want to know what's next. What movie could they possibly make? I listed a lot of them, but there's a lot of other properties that Nintendo has that are not related to Mario that they could adapt. Obviously, everybody is leaning towards Legend of Zelda. They want that. I think that is still a possibility now. I pitched this idea to my fiance and I'm gonna pitch it to you guys. Legend of Zelda, directed by George Miller. I mean, that seems like the only possible route for me that you would want to take that series, considering that if you had seen anything related to Mad Max, you know that if there's anyone that could take a silent protagonist and make a big world that'll make the film that much larger than life, it's going to be George Miller, especially considering that the action would be great too. I think you get the right writers for it, and you can make the story impeccable while having George really just do his thing. I think that's really the best take for Legend of Zelda. Obviously, I don't think that's what they're going to do if they decide to make a Legend of Zelda movie. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what they're going to lean towards. They're gonna lean towards somebody who maybe is unknown, who has played the games, which that could also end up really good. But me personally, this might be an odd choice, but with the success of Mario, I kind of want to see a Kirby movie. I know this one seems a little bit out of the left field. Kirby fans are going to be saying, no, you're correct. But some other people are going to be like, why Kirby? Just a pink blob. Kirby, if a lot of people don't remember, it had an anime. It already had a story adaptation from the video game. Kirby can work in a movie setting, especially if the demographic is there. I mean, Mario, to be fair, in comparison to like a lot of other video games, it's like the story is kind of like pick and choose. It's there, but I mean, it's one of those things that you got to expand on, right? And with Kirby, the story is already like the blueprint is there. That's why Legend of Zelda is also very popular. But Kirby, it's there, and I would very much like to see it. I feel like we need more Kirby. And even though maybe we don't because of the games, but I don't know. For some weird reason, there's something in my brain and heart that says that would do really well. And then obviously one that I personally just want to see is Metroid. We need a Metroid movie. I personally would love to see that. I personally would, as a huge fan of the Metroid series, I want that so bad. So Metroid is definitely on the table, but you guys let me know what other stories, what other video games would you like them to do that Nintendo has? I mean, Illumination could really knock it out of the park when it comes to animation. I mean, it's just crazy right now. Disney's really probably trying to figure out what's going on now and why this plumber made this much money. But Nintendo's on good terms here, and Nintendo's doing well when it comes to the cinematic already. So hopefully this bodes well as well for Sonic 3, considering that movie is going to be coming in production as we speak. But like I said, a lot of properties. You guys let me know which ones you guys would like to see. Mario looks like it's going to make $1 billion. I really hope it does. I want it to dethrone Avatar so bad. Imagine how funny that would be, that the one to dethrone Avatar would be Mario. I want it to happen. Let's make it happen, fam. Let's make it so. I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar. I don't get it. I don't really understand it. Listen, if you went and watched it and you like Avatar, power to you. I just don't get it. All right. And so it also, like I said, how funny would it be if Mario was the one to jump over Avatar and get past $1 billion? So let's make it happen. Like I said, let's do it. Let's do it. I think if people just continue to watch that movie, we'll make it happen. Anyways, I just want to come on here and talk about it because it's actually nuts to see how much money it made on it. Because no, truthfully, I didn't expect it to make this much money. I expected it to make at least $500 million for sure. 500 million for sure is where I thought it would top off, and then seeing it succeed that, I thought, okay, it's gonna go at 600 million, and that's it. But it seems like people are still gonna go out and watch this movie, so it seems like it's tracking that it could possibly hit $1 billion. And also, I mean, the Bowser song that Jack Black has really sold it for some people. That song started trending. I mean, as I speak, it's still trending. So, and how cool, how funny and cool would it be to see Jack Black receive an Oscar for that song as best animated? We need to have that happen in our lifetime. We need that to happen. We need to make it so. We need to make it happen. But yeah, man, a lot of possibilities here now with Mario making all this money. I'm very happy to see it succeed, man. It's really cool to see, especially if you're a 90s, 80s, and even 70s kid who grew up with the series. It's just nice to see. So now you have one job, Nintendo, and that's give me Super Mario Galaxy. I beg of you.